What up, y'all? It's your man ES Herman Star back again with another video, and I'm here to do the general read for the sign of Libra. So if you have Libra in your chart, sun, moon, or rising, this is for you. What's happening? Libra, my Libra G's. I am fighting against pollen. It's a nice, beautiful day out, don't get me wrong. But, since it's been beautiful out here, I've been fighting against pollen. So if my eyes, if my energy, if I sneeze a couple times, just know that's what it is. But, yeah, I'm here to give you your general read. Take it as it resonates, leave the rest. As usual, if you would like that personal read, you're able to book that with me by sending me an email. You can find my email in the description box below. This beautiful plant I had is, look at it. It's dying. It's not like it's still clinging on to some remnants of life, but yeah, I have to move it out the way, unfortunately, and throw it out eventually, unfortunately, I guess. But we're here. General read. Let's go. We start with my favorite card in the entire tarot deck. 5 points if you know what it is without me showing it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Hierophant. Now, 5 points for what? I don't know if you guessed it right, but thank you. Give yourself a pat on the back. Let me know in the comments if you guessed it right. I will definitely heart your comment just cause. But this is someone who, sticks to their guns, sticks to their moral code, their rules, their ethics, their way of doing things, their way of thinking. I can go on and on and on about why I love this card so much, but I'm not. But that's what this means. And it seems like this is the energy that's going to hold things together for you, Libra. It seems during this time. Oh, yeah, and if you see me, sniffling, again, me and allergies are fighting, and allergies is clearly winning, but I'm clearly fighting back. But, so, yeah, forgive me for all of that. But being in that, I'm going to say here, sticking to your own advice when it comes to either just finances, when it comes to even love, sticking to just your thoughts, how you feel about something, that's what's going to best serve you in this situation here, whatever you're dealing with. And on my end, the camera is glitching out, so if it's looking glitchy on your end, yeah. Your next card is the 3 of Swords in reverse. This is good though. This is good when it's in this position. This is someone who is healing from a heartache, essentially, right? This is the sign of forgiveness going to be at play as well. This could be you forgiving yourself, maybe. There could have been a time where you were listening to other people about, and I'm saying matters of finances, because you have 2 Pentacles cards that come right after this that wraps up your entire tarot read. But it may have been a situation where you were listening to people instead of taking your own advice, instead of listening to your inner voice telling you what was best for you. And because you were listening to other folk, you probably suffered some type of loss, financial loss, I'm gonna just say that. And you were hurt by it, but now you're healing, in the process of healing from it, so that's good to see there. The next card is the Page of Pentacles in reverse. This is someone who doesn't necessarily realize their ability. someone who could be very much naive, so naive to their own ability, but just naive in general. So if in this energy here, if you aren't careful, you are easily influenced, and that can happen when you're following the wrong voices when it comes to your finances, or maybe investments even. you know so I'm gonna say, like, that showing up and your last pinnacle card showing up, which we'll get into in a few, is pretty much the universe telling you to avoid that energy, to avoid the heartache that you once suffered from because you were listening to everybody else in regards to your finances, instead of listening to trusting yourself, essentially trusting yourself that you were able to make the best decision for you. Your last card is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Again, risky investments. Well, I won't say again, but this is misery again, essentially. This is the card of like risky investments, but also missed opportunities. I get the feeling here that the heartbreak came from a missed opportunity, not necessarily a risky investment. I get the sense here that, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I'm getting the sense that you're someone who wanted to invest in something. You actually wanted to take that risk, right? But this was, again, it wasn't like, when I say take that risk, I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean it in a sense of, like, everybody around you, or the trusted voices, or even voice that was that you go to for this type of advice, they were all against it. They were all against this risky investment. But again, with that Hierophant says that you knew in your heart of hearts. You didn't listen to your heart of hearts. You didn't listen to your higher self, but you just knew it was a great investment. You just knew, like, that this is it. And, you missed it, or you may feel like you missed an opportunity by not getting in on this investment earlier, when you, again, had that inkling in your when you had that moment when you were like, I gotta get on this, but you missed it, and it pretty much, it seems as though you're just right now in the process of healing. I don't see you making any moves toward trying to, let's just say, get into, maybe that's the case, but I don't see anything that's saying that, well, I missed this opportunity back then, but let me try it now, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't see you trying to at least catch on to, catch that train that you felt like you missed. It doesn't seem as though you're chasing after and you're going to try to jump aboard of it. You're just in this mode of realizing, especially with that Three of Swords in reverse, you're just in this mode of realizing that, okay, I missed it. It is what it is. It's like you're healing from said heartbreak, again, from the missed opportunity. Let me pick a card from the top and see what you get. Let's see. Okay, we have the Two of Swords in reverse. All right, that's actually, this is rumination, essentially, right? This is someone who is ruminating on a decision. Should I stay? Should I go? Should I try it? Should I not? But also, this is the card of decision paralysis, which, rumination can be the decision paralysis in a way, but rumination is kind of a step further, if you ask me, of decision paralysis, because you're at least trying to outweigh the pros and cons, the good and bad, or the two paths, right? Left or right. If I go left, what will happen? If I go right, what would happen? You know what I'm saying? That's what I believe rumination is. But direct decision paralysis is not making a decision at all, but wanting to make one, but not even thinking about what will happen if I make this decision to go here or to go there, right? If to do this or to do that, right? You're just simply just dead in the middle of the fork in the road, and you're not making a decision, but you need to make one. And that's another swords card here, and it's in reverse like the Three of Swords. But I do want to say I would be very much careful of just staying stagnant for the entire time. If you feel as though this is an opportunity that you missed, or you feel as though you could have gone on earlier, that doesn't mean you totally missed it. You didn't get on as early as you probably would have wanted to get on this opportunity. But if it's still around, if it's still something you can invest in, it's still something you can be involved in. I am not a financial advisor. Let me make that clear. I am not a financial advisor at all. So you make the financial investments as you want. And if you don't want to trust yourself, as the Hierophant is saying, you go to an actual financial advisor. That's all I can tell you. That's all I am going to tell you in regards to, I guess, financial advice. But what I'm saying here is based off of what the cards are saying. I'm just reading the cards. Based off what the cards are saying, it doesn't look like this opportunity is like dead and gone. But it's still up to you whether you want to partake in it or not. If you want to invest in it or not. If you think you're too late to the game, even though it doesn't seem dead and gone, then by all means, that's the decision you've made. But if you feel as though, okay, like I said, with the analogy of the train is going now, but you can still run and try to jump and catch it. If you want to make that decision and jump the train, then by all means, that's your decision here. But a decision has to be made, whether you're going to stay and say, okay, I'm too late, and accept that, or say, actually, I'm not as early as I wanted to be in the past, but I can still make this train. So it's really up to you at the end of the day how you, and of course, that's always the case with everything, but yeah, that's what it is here. So that's what I have for the tarot for you, Libra. We'll get into the Oracle card, but before I get into the Oracle, I would like to remind you to please hit that like if you haven't hit that like, comment, share, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Just know that there are scammers once again, so if there are anybody reaching out to you, asking you if you pretended to be me, offering you personal reads, it is not me. Okay, this card came out. Your card today is Valley of Shadows. Step into the enveloping valley of shadows. Here fears are faced, and the courage is forged in dimly lit paths. Interesting card. I'm going to read that again. Step into enveloping valley, into the enveloping valley of shadows. Here, fears are faced, and their courage is forged in dimly lit paths. So, pretty much, you have to take courageous steps despite not having much light at the in this valley of shadows per se, right? Despite not having much to go off of, essentially, you still have to make courageous moves, which is crazy because the card in reverse is embrace courage. We're not going to read that definition because it showed up like this. It showed up upright, but in reverse, it's embrace courage. Nonetheless, it seems as though both situations here, what this oracle card is saying, that you have to be courageous and continue to move forward. Simple as that. When I say continue to move forward, again, it's not me telling you to go after that train, whatever that train is symbolic of. I'm not saying that, because you can say, I'm not going after that train. I am too late to catch that train. I wanted to catch it X amount of years ago, or however long, right? But I didn't do it because I was listening to everybody else, right? I wasn't trusting my own self. And I believe it's too late. Even though, whatever, I believe it's too late. Still having the courage to go forward, to even not only just admit that, but to go forward in life in general. That's, just go forward in life and, try something else, or just go forward and see what's next. That's courage. That's courage right there. So whether you're being courageous to catch the train that you felt like you've missed, or to accept the fact that this is no longer an opportunity that you feel is going to be as fruitful as it was had you got onto it when you first felt the need to get onto it, right? There's courage that needs to be taken. A courageous step, and having a courageous mindset is needed in order for you to pretty much capitalize off of this moment here. So that's what I have for you today, Libra. If you got anything of value, please hit that like, comment, share, and subscribe once again. If you would like a personal read, you are able to book that with me by sending me an email. You can find my email in the description box below. There are scammers in this community, so anybody reaching out to you claiming to be me, offering you reads, offering you anything else, it is not me. I only do reads, and I will not reach out to you. Okay? I want to thank you for trusting me, for being your intuitive reader for today, or at least one of your intuitive readers for today. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time, until next video, you see me when you see me. Take care.